Alright, let's see. All is alright. I guess so. So welcome to a Red 3 game. This is not one of the part of the Chrono Clash games. After all, we all need a break from the tournament game as well. So do I. And we are on Battlebase Beta with being two experienced players. On the top side, we have the green Alan playing as a Soviet. And on the bottom, we have yellow Dionio, Soviet player as well. Let's double check it. Yes, exactly correct. The green alert is not giving the green color to anyone, I suppose. So you may ask me like why there is a delay, like perhaps a week long of delay of the Chrono Clash games. Well, I have to admit it's a bit embarrassing, but here's the thing. I actually recorded the game, but somehow my software for recording the video did not work. So it just gives a blank screen of the construction yard, and that would be all. It's just me on the background speaking, and that's a bit that's embarrassing to watch or even look at it, and it just makes me frustrated a lot because after all I casted the game, but I mean it just goes for trash immediately. And on top of that, I can't have the same excitement. I mean, I know the game, so I need to give some time so that I can forget the game a little bit. But that's actually the reason why I had to give a pause, because after all, the second cast, if I do it immediately, or less I didn't forget by anything, then that will be reflected on what I do, and that will be boring for me, and definitely that will be boring for you as well. No need to waste the time. Speaking of the time, I'm actually happy because I think this is the 4th month that I uploaded the first video up until now, and considered enough, I was thinking like, I mean, after there are so many successful streamers out there who would watch my games, but apparently I'm wrong. Okay, let's just give a pause to it. Now we are seeing some middle combat here, as Sickles are jumping, but the Bears actually taken down all of the infantry that Dionio had. Now Dionio has only 3 sickles. So what would be the response for the green alert? I mean, he wants to get an airfield, which is nice, but airfield takes 30 seconds, and the sickles are already in the base. And luckily, we are going to get a sentry gun instead of a Tesla field. That's still good. Unfortunately, it did not block the refinery spot. I mean, if only green alert stopped it over here, the sickles couldn't jump in, and these sickles would be absolutely worthless. And that's perhaps the biggest problem with the sickle. I mean, the Mecha Tengu is cheaper, can fly, and land on this spot without any kind of problems, unlike the sickle. The sickle somehow can't jump in if the harvester is stopped at the correct moment. Also, Green Alert now expanding to seas. Almost a mirror movement comes from the Dionio as well. And we have airfield, probably getting the first Tomb Blade. The response is quite quick. And Dionio already got his airfield and moving and hammer tank for a very sneaky play. But right now, Green Alert has a decent map control. Now Tomb Blade is now starting to hunting down these sickles, making short work of them, but Mig is already on the way. Some decent responses here. Are we going to see some microplay for this Tomb Blade? No conscript or anything? Seems like they're not. The problem is, Green Alert does not have a naval yard or a war factory, so that means he can't get bullfrogs. Okay, I thought that was 2 MiGs, but apparently I was highlighting over a wall. Now Hammer Tank is on the base of the Green Alert. There's one single flak trooper out there, and somehow it got a veteran sequence. I wonder what it did kill, but anyway. MiGs are arriving one by one, trading with each other. Now Tomb Blade is down, but it doesn't really matter. After all, the Hammer Tank is slowly draining the HP of this oil collector. Wait. Okay, so Flak Trooper was actually deploying some mines. This will be the rare moment to see it is working. Now, same time of harassment. Oh, engineer. But that's just too risky. I mean, there is a sickle nearby. Anyway, what was I saying is I decided to do some casts. I mean, after all, I like watching the videos of Red 3. especially the replays between the experienced players to see some wacky plays. And yeah, I asked myself, like, who would watch this anyway? But let's give it a try. And my expectations were actually fulfilled. Like, my first set of videos were poorly made, and like I have some, like, on average maybe 10 views at best. But then somehow, anyhow, people actually started to watch it. And thank you guys. I mean, I'm happy to at least address 100-ish audience here, seeing people that enjoy Red Dead 3 games. Maybe playing or watching, or doesn't really matter, but after all, a content for Red Dead 3 is always a content for Red Dead 3, and in these dire times, it's really nice to see, and I feel like I'm somehow contributing it. Now, on the other hand, Dionio is, I mean, at that point, we had to get back to game. So, forsaking this expansion point, he actually goes for here. I mean, that's not a bad move, because after all, the top spot is observed, but so is here. I mean, at one point, Green Alert can see the spot. I mean, he can see the MCB over here. Okay, now we have 4 MiGs going for the C expansion of the Green Alert. I mean, Dionio is cooking something. I mean, MiGs are here, so are we going to see some Tomb Blaze are coming as well? I mean, why would the MiGs be here? Doesn't really matter, they are spotted, and 1 MiG is down already. Second is... like, it seems like we see some evasive movement over here. RTB is activated, and now I believe RTB makes them faster. A little bit faster, let's say. It doesn't really matter. I mean, MiGs are just gliding all over the base, and not a single bullfrog. 3 Tesla Trooper. Oh, that's a bit too... that's very unlucky of Green Alert. I mean, he could actually press F to stun the terror drone. He had 3 of them. Now Tesla Trooper is down once again. A real poor fella. Now, unfortunately, Dionio cannot use or call any kind of air support. He lost all of his air support. Now, finally, we see perhaps the first bullfrog of the game. I mean, unless you get a high number of the air units, like for example 100 of Tomb Blades, yeah, bullfrogs don't work by any means. But on smaller numbers, they actually work. Also, this is actually a perfect moment. I mean, I can't click on this collector. No, I can. And it is always... oh, okay, we get to see an MCV cell. Dionio is having some dire moments. Okay, bullfrogs have arrived to protect this spot. This Tomb Blade goes down, but after all, it doesn't really matter. What? Okay, this... There never ceases to muse with his own bugs and stuff. Now, Flak Troopers have been sniped immediately. This skill, I mean, you can actually crush them. Why are you keeping them? No cash bounty, I suppose. And this collector going to down. Now, these Tomb Blades will run rampant between these 2 ore collectors. And on top of that, here, okay, it's operational, but Flak Cannon is still going to be built. And too bad Dionio lost all of his aerial units. Now he lost the air superiority. I mean, this collector did not even pay its own cost. That's a bit rough. But okay, Flak Cannon has arrived. Freshly built. Dionio got sick and tired of Green Alert's map control awareness, and he started to take battle into his own hands. Also, there's 1 Flak Trooper in here. You got to move it. You're in the range of Flak Trooper. Ah, that was unnecessary. Tomb Blade numbers are actually rising. Right now we have 5 Tomb Blades. One of them is low HP. Doesn't really matter. Also, this is a rare moment, but... okay, MiGs have arrived. That's something. And these bullfrogs are not accompanying them. Instead, they're taking unnecessary damage from these Tesla Trooper, and... this Flak Trooper is actually hitting a conscript instead of a bullfrog. But anyway, we have a star rank bullfrog, so that evens the scales. Angel, what? We see a Kiro! But why? Also, what you do not lose this bullfrog. Okay, that's something, but there's a problem. Green Alert solved the Kuro, and your base is very far, and you have Apocalypse tanks, which is nice, but you don't have a Tomb Blade for transportation. So he has a long time to build a force to counter it. And this Black Cannon is making the run of his life. I mean, imagine that you're a star rank commando unit, and then you're making a run from this behemoth of a tank. Oh, come on. That's humiliating. These Tesla troopers in the garrison is actually making short work of the Apocalypse. Already half HP. I mean, these Tesla troopers are full health. And this guy is already half HP. And the repair ability of the Apocalypse tank is just shame. He just recovers HP. Just too slow. About to the next game, this will be probably healed completely. But it's nice, like he's on this here. Protecting the land, the entrance of Dionio's base. And speaking of Dionio's base, he has now nothing. And these are only the last things he have. He sold his MCV and then lost the Crusher Crane. And now he has nothing. There's nothing that, for example, he could do for this place. This expansion is lost. These like Tesla troopers are going to run rampart. Okay, sold off. And this is a dire moment for Dionio. After all, Green Alert just can sit on the base, build some refineries and wait. And that would all take, after all... Ooh. Oh, okay! That's nice. The Kuro is down, but all of the MiGs shred into pieces one by one. Thanks to this little bullfrog guy here. I mean, these on star rank are insane. Like Wix, useless. Tengu, useless. I mean, Hydrofoil is very OP, but I mean, that's very strong. It just destroys everything, but it doesn't have a splash damage. But these guys, well, these are your last resort for a ground-to-air unit. Okay, we see some tier 3 units. That's nice. But... Ooh, you really shouldn't have lost it. Okay, we see a Terror drone. Kill immediately. And this Apocalypse tank is now just sitting on... Oh. And Battle Lab. Taken by the engineer. Okay, that's nice. I think stun from the satellites. Stun the Terror drones very well. I mean, this pressure from the Green Alert is way too hard. From all of the potential angles he's actually attacking. Wait. Ah, okay, he has built a new MCV. That's nice. And he's getting a Crusher Crane to get rid of this extra collectors. I mean, this is the point. I mean, this is the moment then you realize you're actually losing the game. Because for like maybe 10 minutes or longer than that, our guy Dionio could not even launch a single attack. Or any kind of attack. Single attack or assault on Green Alert's base. But Green Alert is constantly attacking her. Oh, no. But I'm sorry, Dionio could not land a single attack. You will need these valuable... Oh, okay. That's tactical. That's the one way to, like, carry your Terror drone into fray without taking damage. And now we see Natasha on the field. Green Alert was constantly harassing Dionio's base from potentially all angles, disabling all of his extra income one way or another. On the meantime, Dionio could only do but defend himself, and that's a problem. Uh-oh. Well, that's how unfortunate of him. Anyway, he was defending himself from the attacks from like 10 minutes, and these are not like all-in attacks. It's just economy harassment runs. And Green Alert did all of them. And right now, this is the point that the most frustrating moment of the game, that you have to constantly defend yourself. Now this Also, somehow, even though losing them one by one, Diono is never running out of star ranked bullfrogs. Okay, go with the range. Come on, canceling this easy just. Ah, yes, now I remember that he actually lost his MCV. Now, where is. Did he sell it off? I mean. Ew, that's nasty. That would be double nasty if he actually did some Tesla coil push here. But anyway, Green Alert is using Dionio's MCV that he has built for expansion. Instead, he is doing the expansions and taking his next refinery. And all of these attacks, by the way, are done with just simple 3 refineries. Did not expand over here. Meanwhile, Dionio was actually, at the moment, he was sitting on 4 refineries. It's a bit questionable to not expanding over here, but from the seas to go immediately here, I mean, that's something, but defending this spot is quite difficult, especially if you do not control the midsection of the map. The troubling point is, like, if you lose this point and one way or another your opponent will spot here and you can't defend it. Now the hero has arrived, but instead it's now for the green alert. Hero, I don't think it will be a hit. Natasha quickly sniping the Apocalypse tank and then fetching, oh. Okay, that's nice. Walls are being built to slow down the Apocalypse tank, but that's not enough. One more shot, I guess, that will be enough. Okay, Dionio still has access to construction. But I think Green Alert is taking this lightly. I mean, he has potency to finish the game, perhaps? Or maybe not, I'm wrong. But I think he can go enable yard here, and does he have tier 3? I think he sold the battle lab. Anyway, but he can actually make a dreadnought come over here and bombard the base. At this point, Dionio does not have anything to respond at. And more than half of the map is under control of the Green Alert, so I don't think lights are going to run long for the Dionio. Now MiGs are going to for the response, but I mean, Green Alert also has them. And there's actually an infantry squad over here, like Tesla troopers and Natasha. It actually sucks for the Tesla troopers that we get to see them only on Soviet mirrors. Also, this wall is not sniped, so he can't take down this refinery. Even so, he can actually rebuild the wall or maybe go for a quick reactor build to cancel the signal fire of the Natasha. Also, you can actually repair this. I mean, come on, that's a bit lazy, but honestly speaking, Dionio is actually fighting. He's not giving up. From the scraps that he had, he's actually building. Also, how it goes for his protocol tree? Well, not that bad. I mean, he has also cash bounty. Well, that's a bit late response. Airfield is down. But at least Crusher Crane, I think, is going to be safe a while. I mean, not that safe because there are so many Tesla troopers out there. Oh, come on, you know. Oh, okay, these are bullfrogs. So, what are you going to do? Okay, finally we see the tier 3 from Green Alert, but so low power. Okay, fine. Desert troopers are being hurled with the bullfrog. There is a Tesla coil, and if Dionio start to build some walls or something, it could hold down a longer. But instead, he's actually quite busy with this one single Tesla trooper attack. I mean, at any point, with just a couple bears, I think he can stop this. Okay, he also has some Tomb Blade. That's nice, but bears are coming one by one. Come on, get him into Bullfrog. Get into Bullfrog. Oh, wait. He's starring. He can't be stunned. This guy is now untouchable. One-man army. There are so many bullfrogs. So many mimics. Conscripts are coming. But that doesn't really matter. Where is your war factory? Come on. No, not the bear. Okay, now the two blades are attacking here. I mean, this is the point of the game where he actually making cube move back to base. And just 4 hammer tanks. Oh, this is dangerous. Not a terror drone. All of these hammer tanks can die immediately. I mean, you will need more than that. I mean, 5 hammer tanks. Meanwhile, Green Outlet has more than that. Well, that's interesting. This is actually giving some serious blow. Sickle. One single sickle. Come on, yes. But I think he has Crusher Crane around. Sea expansion is now under threat. Somehow, Dionio, from the scraps that he had, from the brink of annihilation, he is actually making it. But now this black cannon is going... Okay, oh, he's cancelled! Was that a mistake? I mean, that was not being built with the Crusher Crane, that's for sure. Now this refinery is taking damage a lot, but bullfrogs have arrived. Dionio should not lose... Dionio, do not lose them. Ooh, big is down. I mean, that's not bad. Just losing only 1 unit. No, that's not the path that you would like to go. Also, now this Natasha is actually away from the air support. She doesn't have anything, so Dionio can actually snipe it with Tomb Blades very quickly. Ah, okay, Bullfrog has arrived. I think Green Alert realizing that the game is not won entirely, so he wants to finish Dionio once and for all. But now he doesn't have any tier 3. I mean, surely he has some bulky land army. But if protected... Well, this Tesla coil could do something. Not anymore, it seems. Oh, so that's a level 3 satellite. That's hard. I mean, at this point, well, you're a bit too late, Dionio. His base are being destroyed. I mean, the infrastructure is being destroyed one by one, and Dionio taps out. GG for the Green Alert. Of course, GG for the Dionio as well. I mean, that's some good fight. I mean, at the end of the game, we did some action from him, some retribution, some payback. I mean, look at the income rate, by the way. But the efficiency ratio is actually very nice. I mean, there's not so much big difference between them. But GG.